And then we were so impressionable and so proud to be an American, and this is a greatest hero. He won more medals than any other soldier in World War II, and including the Congressional Medal of Honor. He became our hero.
Oh, and he was a true hero. And then you end up riding a horse and shooting him.
Well, to think, there I was in the theater, sneaking in the theater, had the privilege of the experience and the filming of and introducing Audie and receiving a medal and so forth and so on. And we all idolized him. And to think that one day I would be working, starring with Audie Murphy, and Apache Rifles and Arizona Raider, is only the American dream.
The American dream.
Only in America.
Only in America. That's what I said, though, and it's amazing that you actually watched him on the screen, then eventually you ended up riding on a horse and shooting at him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I was talking about with Billy Gray about, on a lot of Westerns now, you see somebody riding a quick horse, you know that's the stuntman. But you two were riding on your horses and firing at each other at full gallop.
Yeah.
It was obviously
you. You got that right. There's certain shots and certain angles we were riding, doing our own riding. There was no stuntman. But they had, for certain sequences, they used a stuntman. But we all rode well. And I would say that 3/4 of the riding in those films, both pictures, well, I did most.
Oh, I could tell even when you were leading your gang, that was you on the lead.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Audie was a fine horse, but Ben Cooper and Buster Crab.
Buster Crab. That was amazing when I saw him come up. So I knew he was in the movie, but I kind of forgot. So I saw him appear on screen. I was like, Buster Crab.
Yeah.
And I heard you tell the story last night about he was your wake-up call.
He was wake-up, he was an Olympic champion swimmer.
Sure.
And Audie and I had a fun time. We were having breakfast, and we talked about doing about the script and so forth. And I said, Audie, I'll see you in the morning. We'll have breakfast. So we had a call at 7 o'clock at the same time. So we were on the ground floor, the first floor. His room was adjacent to my room and so forth. And the pool was very close by. It was a motel. We were in a isolated area, so it was very convenient to be staying at the hotel. And they had a wonderful, swimming pool where you could do laps, or really do a lot of laps. And I like to sleep with the window open. It was hot and so forth. In the early morning, you get some fresh air coming through. And found out later that Audie did the same thing. And about 6 o'clock in the morning, I had my ear right close. I slept close to the window, and I hear there's a splash. Groggy, just that close to the window, looking at him. He has his beautiful strokes, swimming. His man is in the pool, swimming, and so forth and so on. It was Buster Crab.
Buster Crab.
Getting his exercise and so forth. And he was one of our heroes, we grew up and so forth. And he was still in great shape. He had massive shoulders and so forth.
Well, he stayed in great shape.
Strong, but wonderful man. And a very good actor. He very good, very sincere, very honest, handsome, and wonderful to work with. And that morning, we met. Audie and I had breakfast that morning, and Audie said, "Did you hear something that I may have heard?" I heard. He said, "Did you hear what I heard?" I said, "You were talking about Buster swimming up and down like a fish in the pool." So we had a laugh, and he said, "Well, we're going to have our wake-up call, whether we get a 7 o'clock call, 8 o'clock call, or a 6 o'clock call. We know that 6 o'clock Buster is going to be..."
Who else could say they had their wake-up call from Buster Crab?
Right, exactly.
And you mentioned that you worked with several really legendary people, and you actually had your own talk show for about 10 years, didn't you?
Yes, I had a celebrity talk show, and
That was based
I had
in
never
Miami.
done radio, and I took really the liberty and kind of a leave of absence because it was time consuming, but I just wanted to extend and expand my career as a versatile performer, and radio was something I had not ventured. So I went down to Palm Springs to promote Winterhawk at the time, and the manager was very impressed with my interview and my voice, and he was a fan of mine, and he had seen a lot of my work, and he said, "Do you ever think about doing a radio show?" I said, "Well, I don't know anything about radio, so I know one thing. I have a lot to talk about as an actor, the performer, but I know not a thing about all the technological things and so forth, the timing of commercials coming in and out. I'm not familiar with that." So he said, no, I'll work with you and so forth. Well, a couple of days later, we signed a 13-week contract. I did 13 shows for him. And after the 13 shows, I was able to call my friends in the desert. And I had 13 stars to do the show. And he was so impressed, he said, "No, I'm going to sign, let's do a 26-week contract." I said, "No, this is what I'll do with you." I said, "I'll buy your the time, and I'll seek my own sponsors." Oh, he said, "You learn fast." I said, "Yeah,
Learn to be your
yeah,
own.
I like working for myself."
Absolutely.
And he said, "Okay, we got a deal." So I owned the show, and I had to seek sponsors, and I knew I would get sponsors, and I did, and we wound up doing over 200 shows, and I have 200 of the finest
Oh, two
stars in all the world. Yeah, interviews, an hour interview.
Who all were some of the stars that appeared on this show?
Oh my gosh, Charlton Heston. Yeah, I'm talking about great athletes like it was not only entertainment business, was the sports
also.
Yeah, Yogi Berra, Rod Laver, Ralph Kiner, Harmon Killebrew from Forts, John Havlicek, great NBA player and so forth. They have Rod Steiger, Virginia Mayo, all the wonderful stars.
You have the shows archived. Are they also where we can?
And we're going on right now. We're on Spotify, and on it's called Team Dante Talkshows.com. You go to one word, Team Dante Talkshows.com, and you could see all the wonderful little nice little icons, and you could hear the hour show. All it very simple. You hit that little mouse when you're in there, you could hear an hour show with some of the greatest talents that ever lived. Milton Berle, I have Milton Berle.
Oh, I'd love to.
Buddy Hackett, and wonderful singers like Jerry Vale and Jack Jones. And,
I can't wait to hear.
Comedians, Norm Crosby, Shecky Green.
Oh, you've got some of the legends on there.
It's incredible. Well, all the greatest talents of the golden era.